All right, friends, it's T, and I'm back with a new video on this, what I would call exercise slave. So, and I also think he's on TRT, but that's just a matter of opinion, okay? I don't know. But it appears that way, but whatever. So he's talking about exercise, the maximal lifespan pill. Exercise is not the maximal lifespan pill, but he can believe in whatever he wants, and he can't prove any of this or anything. So, and people who've done, and because I can prove people that exercise, it does not increase their lifespan, because people are exercising on labor jobs every fucking day, and they're all dying. Most of them dying young, and none of them are living to 100. Some do. I can't say some won't live to 100, depending. I don't know exactly what they're doing. Does it extend your lifespan because you're doing labor jobs? No, because nobody's living to 200. But he says, well, extend your lifespan. How much can it extend your lifespan? It's based on DNA. It's based on a bunch of things. Very specific stuff to live longer. But he's got it upside down, but whatever.
Hello everyone, welcome.
I'm gonna do a reaction video to this guy. I forgot what his thing was. I don't even know what his name is. I Am Longevity, sorry. His channel is I Am Longevity. Exercise the key to shattering human lifespan limits. No, it's not. That's not the secret. That definitely is not the secret. You understand me? To living longer. I'll explain it in this video.
Back to the channel, my name is Tony Brugia. Thank you for visiting I Am Longevity.
Sure it is, yeah.
Today, we're diving into a topic that's bound to stir up debate. Can exercise actually help us break through the so-called maximal lifespan?
How can it something that you can't see, touch, or feel extend your lifespan? And if you do move in real time, if you increase your metabolic rate, that shortens your lifespan. It's a known fact in science that the smaller the animal, the higher metabolic rate, the shorter the lifespan. Get it? Yeah. They go, why do whales live so long? Because they're a big animal and they have a very low metabolic rate. Hello? So yeah, the lower you could get your metabolic rate, then the longer you shall live. But he's promoting to increase your metabolic rate by exercising. So you want to increase your metabolic rate, and that's going to extend your lifespan? How can a higher metabolic rate extend your lifespan? That's just stupid. Now, you're stressing your body. How can that extend your lifespan if you're causing stress, causing DNA damage, hypoxia, oxidative stress, hypoxia, and oxidative stress to your body, rusting yourself from inside out. Look at his face. It says it all. He exercises. 60 years old. He looks like he's 90 years old. Look at that 90-year-old man. If I saw him in the street, I would just think he was a fit 90-year-old guy, a fit guy, a guy that he's fit. He's doing something. He's busy doing things. That's all. And he's not partaking in eating really, really bad food. Maybe there's some bad food, but not a lot. You know what I mean? So he's burning these so-called drugs that he's eating, carbohydrates called drugs. He's burning them off by exercising. But look what it's done to his face. See what I mean? Look what it's done to his body. Come on, man.
You probably heard experts say that no amount of exercise will let you live beyond the limits of human life.
And it won't. It won't.
But
what is the limits of human life? You don't even know. You understand me? Because you're all living such an artificial lifestyle. You're all beat down.
Is really true? In this video, I'm going to disprove this claim and rebut the data scientists use to say that exercise has no relevance in living past the maximal lifespan.
And I'm going to rebuttal it right now in the beginning of this video. So when you type up stuff in the internet, this stuff comes up. So this is actually from Cellular Communication and Signaling, so they would put something above here. This is actually reputable. This is a reputable website. So emerging evidence suggests that aging is closely associated with telomere attrition. Aging. What is aging? They're not saying you aging. They're saying aging is the cause of that. You understand me? You stop aging at 25. You understand me? You stopped growing at 25. Now, after 25, are you deteriorating? Yes, you're deteriorating, not necessarily aging. So really, they should say deteriorating. suggests that deteriorating is closely associated to telomere attrition, DNA damage, mitochondrial dysfunction, loss of nicotinamide. So it doesn't matter what he does, you're going to get all these things anyways, apparently. Mitochondrial dysfunction, loss of nicotinamide, adenine, dinucleotide levels, impaired microautophagy, stem cell exhaustion. That's what he's doing. Inflammation, loss of protein balance, dysregulated nutrient sensing, altered intercellular. Well, I don't know. Now, these people eating an artificial diet, not their diets, are they working? Is this guy a construction worker? I don't know, man. You know what I mean? But like I said, yeah, these are all the things that are associated. Apparently, according to science, that's what is associated with it. So if you go into here, so here's another website. So this website's from NCBI. They also tell you here the primary hallmarks of cause of aging to cellular functions: genomic instability, telomere attrition, epigenetic alterations, and loss of proteostasis. What is the epigenetic alterations? I don't know what you're doing out there. The exercise, you know, you're not supposed to be stressing. You're not supposed to be eating fake diets and fake food and doing weird stuff, okay? These are the following of antigenostic responses to such damage: dysregulated nutrient sensing, altered whatever, like the last one. So it's in PubMed. It's usually under this. It's a short version. You can read this is another version. They tell you aging, molecular aging. But I have another one I just did previously on the last video. I would have to bring it up right now. I'd have to look for it. Give me a second. I can't remember what it was called. Here, it's under this thing here.
30-year-olds.
It's under stress or something. Hold on.
Put a link there. I don't think I have.
No, not that one. I think it's this one. Hold on. All the hallmarks of aging. It's really due to stress. No, it's not that one. There it is. I think it's that one. There it is.
If you understand what to look for, you're not a scientist, so you don't understand what they're trying to say to you, because they're talking to other scientists.
Hold on a second.
What he's doing, they're thought to be protected from aging.
I might as well just let you watch the whole video, because what's the point, right?
You could say that, but that could be a problem as well. You do need those. What is aging you? Well, stress. Well, you can see the link between.
There it is. The link between chronic stress and accelerated aging. The link between chronic stress and accelerated aging.
According to NCBI, this body of
So this is the one. The link between chronic stress and accelerated aging. Exposed to chronic stress, aging rapidly, telomeres in their cells, all types, shorten faster, so you're shortening them faster, inflammation, other important features, all these things, inflammation, whatever. I read this. You could read this for yourself. I'm not going to go over it. I went over it in the last video. I'm not doing it in this one for this guy. Inflammation, okay? That's all associated with aging. Oxidative stress and all this kind of stuff. Hypoxia, you name it. Now, as far as longevity, exercise, let's see what they say. So, the physical activity cause of longevity? No, because, however, neither random controlled trials nor, see, they did random controlled trials, nor experimental animal studies have provided conclusive evidence to show that physical activity started during adulthood extends lifespan. There you go. So they have done studies. He says they haven't done any studies. They've done randomized controlled trials, nor experimental animal studies. So they've done it on humans, they've done it on fucking animals, and it shows that physical activity starting during adulthood during adulthood extends lifespan. Hold on. Hold on a second. Sorry. I had to, because I can't find all this fucking shit. However, neither randomized controlled trials nor experimental animal studies have provided conclusive evidence to show that physical activity started during adulthood extends lifespan. Consequently, the undisputed health-related benefits of exercise have yet to translate into any proven causal relationship with fucking longevity, dude. Get it? Because it's stress. Stress ages you. He's crazy. He promotes the opposite of everything because he's a gym lifting slave, bro. Get it? Fuck me.
Men over
I'm not going to go over all this stuff reading this shit.
without sacrificing your health.
Maximal lifespan. Stick with me because
No, it said no maximal lifespan, okay? That's what science says. So I don't care what he says. And those studies are new.
by the end you'll see why this argument
And he's proof of it because look at his face and his body. He's about to depart this planet. Anytime soon, I guarantee you, anytime soon, he's going to depart. And it's going to be in his 60s. He's going to depart early in his 60s.
just does not hold up. A lot of this debate comes from studies done on animals, particularly mice and rats.
Every guy that I see that says he's 60 years old, they all look old like this guy on these channels. And me, I'm 57, pushing 60. And I don't look like that at all. I don't look anything like these guys. My skin is nice and smooth. I look young. I have nice hair and I look good. I don't look at anything like these people 90 years old. Do you understand me? What are you supposed to look like at 50? What are you supposed to look like at 57? Like you're supposed to at 57. You understand me? You're not supposed to be 60 looking like you're 90, dude.
In these studies, the animals are often put on controlled exercise routines like running one of the
Yeah, they put him on that. They put him on many things. They didn't just do a fucking circle thing here, okay?
wheels. Now here's
They
the
didn't just put him on a wheel, you knucklehead.
catch. These animals don't have the luxury of choosing how they exercise, what they eat, or even how much they rest. Everything is basically controlled for them, and they cannot understand the nuances of training for longevity. But
Your training is controlled as well because you're doing specific controlled exercises. What are you talking about? They're man, they're making them, they're not just putting them on a wheel.
here's the thing. Running on a wheel isn't the same.
But yes, it is the same. It's all stress. You're moving. If you're moving, it's all the same. It's exercise. It doesn't really matter, really, to tell you the truth. He's exercising. He is not a he's not a regenerative channel. He doesn't do specific things for regeneration. He's exhausting the satellite cells by proliferating them. He's not differentiating them. They're not differentiating anymore. You understand me? And even if they were, they're differentiating for the wrong reasons, for oxidative stress repair and hypoxia damage. That isn't based on muscle regeneration.
The type of diverse, purposeful exercise that humans can do. Just because these studies show that running on a wheel doesn't extend a mouse's lifespan,
It doesn't. And no laborer or construction worker has ever, doing exercise, has ever extended their lifespan.
it doesn't mean the same thing applies to humans. We're comparing apples to oranges. Humans have a major advantage over these animals. First, we can choose.
Look, Tony, or whatever your name is, TRT and eating an artificial diet will definitely destroy you as well in exercising. Look at your skin, look at your face, look at your hair. It's white. My hair is blonde. My hair is not white. I'm 57. I'm not far off from you. You're 60.
How we exercise. Whether it's
You've lost your teeth. They're even kind of crooked, your teeth. I can see your lower teeth are crooked there.
strength
Look at your teeth.
training,
Your teeth are crooked. I have all my teeth. I don't see a dentist.
sprints, plyometrics, endurance, or stretching. Each type of these exercises targets different parts of our body. And
Does it targets different parts of your body, but once you're adapted to them, there's no more adaptations. So you're exhausting yourself, you're aging yourself. It isn't based on regeneration. I'll explain this. If it's not I'm not saying exercise is bad. If it's not if it's not periodically done, it's not regenerative. You're doing it consistently, which is destroying you, aging you.
We can tailor our routines to meet specific goals. For example,
Yeah, you could. If the goal is to regenerate, then it needs to be periodically, can't be consistently.
when we focus on resistance training, we're working on maintaining and even building muscle mass, which is crucial.
You're building muscle mass? You can't build any muscle mass. Fucking muscles have a nuclear domain, dude. They're based on myonuclei. They synthesize protein. They have a nuclear domain limit. They're not going to they're not going to build anymore. The only way to get more of them is through injury, and you're not injuring your muscles, and they only ever get injured in an adaptation, which will equate to a regenerative bout. And regenerative bout means an unaccustomed bout of regeneration. That's how you get them to come out. They differentiate, proliferate, do a bunch of stuff. They regenerate you, and then they expand the satellite cell pool. But you are fucking shrinking the satellite cell pool. Get it? Look, it's like this. You exhaust your stem cells with age. How are you doing that? If you're drinking coffee, it's toxic. Chocolate, these fake foods and everything, they're causing your stem cells to constantly come out of quiescence. And then they're in your blood supply. You're exhausting the stem cell pool by doing that. By poisoning yourself, by exercising. You're not expanding the satellite cell pool. How do you expand it? By having a very high nutrient diet, being on your natural diet. That's how. Eating meat and water. Okay? Clean meat and water. And then you need to do something that you're unaccustomed to doing. Something periodically so you can expand the satellite cell pool. So there's injuries caused to the muscle fibers. That's about it.
For aging. But that's not all. Humans can also develop what's called a longevity mindset. This means
No, consistent exercise will give you chronic diseases like arthritis and maybe stenosis and a bunch of stuff. Chronically doing things over and over again will cause carpal tunnel syndrome, a bunch of stuff. It's very bad for you.
can make conscious decisions to live longer, like eating a healthy diet, getting enough sleep, managing stress.
What's a healthy diet, Tony? What's a healthy diet? Meat and water, your natural diet, what you would eat out there. Anything outside of a carnivore diet, you as a carnivore eating meat, is an unhealthy diet. Getting enough sleep, yes, but exercise, no. Stressing your body will shorten your lifespan.
What I'm talking about, and monitoring our blood volume.
You exhaust the satellite cell pool and you fucking shorten your telomeres. You exhaust your fucking stem cells, dude.
Marcus, these are choices that animals simply cannot make. Most animals do not possess the level of self-awareness required to contemplate their own mortality or make decisions.
That's a lie. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's making stuff up. He's trying to compare human with animals. They've done trials on animals and all kinds of animals, and they've done different trials with them. But he's trying to justify these things because he wants to convince you into confirming fake beliefs that somehow stressing the shit out of yourself, exhausting your stem cell pool and everything else, your stem cells, will equate to longevity. How stupid is that? So he wants to confirm a fake belief in you. He wants to instill fake beliefs in you to convince you in something fake.
With the intention of extending their lifespan. They operate primarily on instinct and learned behaviors rather than on conscious.
Jumping around like a monkey in a park doesn't extend your lifespan, especially being on drugs. Get it, man? And eating drugs all day called carbohydrates and then injecting these plant genetic drugs and jumping around like a yo-yo doesn't expand lifespan. Actually, that'll even shorten it even more.
Forward-thinking decisions. While some animals exhibit behaviors that suggest.
Yeah, everybody knows that fructose and sugar, your mitochondria, you start using that as a fuel source to burn. You're using the wrong fuel source to get your mitochondria to burn these fucking drugs. It's like your car burning the wrong gas, your Ferrari putting in the wrong gas, it'll conk out. It wants to burn animal fat as energy, your mitochondria. It says that's in science, bro, get it. Man, And you want people to do what? Eat a fake diet? Oh, I gotta eat a healthy diet. Eat bread and pasta. Don't eat pasta and pizza, right? And go run out in the field so that you can run your mitochondria off fucking drugs all day. Right? How's that gonna extend your lifespan? Give me a break, man.
Planning, like storing food for the winter. This is driven by survival instincts rather than a conscious desire.
Yeah, the survival instinct tells me that anything stressful is bad for me. You understand me? My survival instinct tells me this. When I taste bitter things, they're toxic. When they're bitter, they're toxic. And I know that sweet things are drugs because it's based on addiction. That's how. Sweet's based on addiction and bitter is drugs when I put them in my mouth. But when I eat meat, it's totally different. I can taste the nutrients. And then ghrelin and leptin works because leptin kicks in, you can't eat anymore.
I have to live
That doesn't work on a fake diet. Ghrelin and leptin doesn't work there. It doesn't apply.
longer. These behaviors are typically responses to environmental cues and not the result of a thought process aimed at extending life.
So then why,
Animals do not have...
why are you jumping around like an idiot? Why don't you go out there in nature? Go out there and survive out in the forest in nature. That's natural. That's instinct. That's instinct, dude. Follow your instincts.
the abstract thinking capability needed to understand the concepts of aging, longevity, or mortality. They react to the environment based on instinct and conditioning rather than...
Conditioning, this, that. What are you talking about? Exercise just makes you better at doing that. That's all it does. You could eat meat, your natural diet, and be sedentary. And I'm not talking about, you shouldn't be totally sedentary. You should be walking around and you should be killing animals and eating them. You should be hunting. Yes. That is not, listen, you're not going to be sedentary. You want to know why you're never going to be sedentary? Because you're forced to wake up and walk around. You're forced to go out and eat. You're forced to do it because if you're sedentary, you will die. You will starve and die. And I doubt that you're going to starve and die, okay? So there isn't any fucking sedentary. When these asshole people tell you out there, hey, man, you're going to die because you're sedentary. How the fuck could you be sedentary? Sedentary means somebody sleeping in the bed and never getting up and not even eating any food. You have to get up. You got to take a shower. You got to brush your teeth, shave, do whatever, take a shower. You got to go and eat, right? You're fucking starving. You're hungry, right? You're going to eat. You're going to lay there in the bed sedentary. You're not going to get up. You're not going to eat. You're not going to walk around, go to the store and buy food. So how the fuck could you be sedentary? There's no such thing as anybody being sedentary. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my entire life.
An understanding of the long-term consequences of their actions. And here's something really...
Yeah, the long-term consequences of their actions. Man, what are you talking about? You die if you're sedentary. You die. Because you don't eat, you just lay there and you never get up.
Interesting. Humans can train specifically to slow down the loss of fast motor units. I mentioned this before.
You can slow down the loss of fast motor units. You may slow down the man. The motor units are always there. You can recruit more of them by lifting, by doing stuff. They're always there. But he says you're losing it with aging. Okay. You're losing them. And what? And what exactly? And what? How does that extend lifespan? A motor unit. Motor units don't extend your lifespan, dude. What are you talking about?
Before on my channel many times.
You recruit motor units. You're not going to lose any motor units. Now, if you poison yourself on an artificial diet, I told you, you will shorten telomeres, and you shorten telomeres because you're exhausting the stem cell pool. If you exhaust stem cell pool, fucking telomeres shorten. You want them longer, you need to increase the stem cell pool. That's how you do it.
These are the nerve muscle connections that help us.
They've even invented a pill right now they've given to dogs. They extended their telomeres by 200%. Well, what extended the telomeres 200%? Well, what did they take? They took some medicine to do what? To increase the stem cell pool.
Move quickly and with strength and power. As we get older, we lose these connections, which leads to weak.
You don't lose strength and power. You lose strength and power when you eat fucking drugs all day and poisonous plants. They're poisoning you. So you lose your strength and power. But if you eat a high nutrient diet, what you're supposed to in nature, that never happens, dude. And I'm living proof of that because I'm doing that on my channel, dude. Get it?
It is a frailty, but with the right training, we can slow this process down. No amount of training
will slow any of that down if you're eating drugs all day. Get it? You're a drug addict, and drug addicts have short lifespans. They die, and people can't stop eating these carbohydrate drugs all day, dude. Get it?
You know
They're addicted to it.
how much of this can extend our lives because it
Look at you. You're an example of that. You're an example of that.
hasn't been studied yet. What we do know is that this
It has been studied, and I went over it already.
kind of specialized training is something animals in studies don't have access to.
I didn't say that there wasn't a type of training that can extend you can get to do something specific to get the body to do something to expand the fucking satellite cell pool. You understand me? The pool of these fucking stem cells, but it isn't based on consistent fucking exercise. It's based on something you're doing periodically, and it's based on an adaptation principle, a process. That's what it's based on. And it's also based on eating a natural diet and not a drug-induced diet or injecting plant genetics.
Now let's tackle another angle that often gets overlooked. Researchers love to use studies on elite athletes to claim that exercise won't help you live past the maximum lifespan. But let's break this down. The studies on elite athletes typically do not track the elite's lifestyle throughout.
Oh my God! We all know that the native people here. There's evidence, documented proof that they were found to live over 140 years. Over 140 years. What were they doing? They weren't doing a lot. They were eating meat. They were just living their life. They weren't doing exercise. They were eating meat. Buffalo. That's all they did. Eat their natural diet and live a very natural, nice, natural, sedentary lifestyle out in nature. That's what they did.
Their lives, throughout their entire lives. These studies often focus on the period during or shortly after their athletic careers, which means we don't have comprehensive data on how these individuals lived after retirement. Factors like whether they continue to train, their diet, their mental.
We do. We have lots of athletes. They work on labor jobs. They work there 5 days a week with the weekends off, okay? 6 hours a day, 5 days a week. And guess what? They didn't extend their lifespans, bro. They're not living much longer than anybody else out there. Why is that? Why is that, Tony? Why?
Health and other lifestyle choices like smoking, drinking are often not accounted for. This means that just
Smoking and the artificial lifestyle that people are doing, that adds to shortening your lifespan as well. Smoking and the drinking, but people are living. I guess people still have access to meat. They have access to meat. They're eating meat all the time. They're eating they're consuming all day long. Really, people are really consuming a lot. You know what I mean? And they're doing a bunch of other things.
because someone
They have access to clean water and a bunch of things. Wouldn't say it's the best water, but then there's other factors, chemicals and this and that are affecting people.
was a super fit athlete in their 20s, 30s, or
I don't know anybody that's starving out there, that's for sure. That will definitely shorten your lifespan if you're constantly starving. But now the government promotes that. They want you to starve to shorten your lifespan and die.
40s, it doesn't necessarily translate into longer life by default. After retiring from competitive sports, many athletes face challenges such as weight gain, decreased physical activity, and potential mental health issues. The transition from being an elite athlete to a more sedentary lifestyle can lead to health problems that might negate the benefits of the earlier physical fitness. These factors are rarely considered in longevity studies of elite athletes, yet they play a crucial role in determining overall lifespan. No studies have specifically followed individuals who have trained consistently and intensely throughout their entire lives, particularly with a focus on maintaining fast motor units and youthful exercise capacity. The idea that maintaining a high level of fitness and the capacity to exercise like a younger person into old age could potentially break the maximal lifespan is unexplored territory. The fact that such individuals do not exist, or at least not in the scope of scientific research, means that we simply don't know what impact lifelong high-intensity training could have on lifespan. What if someone could train and exercise in a way that maintains the capacity to perform like a 25-year-old when they're 8 years old? This is a question that current research does not and cannot answer. The argument that exercise does not extend maximal lifespan does not take into account the possibility of maintaining youthful-like physical abilities through targeted lifelong training. This leaves a gap in our understanding of how such a lifestyle might affect the human lifespan, potentially allowing someone to break the current maximum.
Man, this guy's just rambling on forever. I'm going to leave it at that. I don't know what else to say there, bro. This is just fake. He's just going to try to convince you in something that's fake.
Lifespan record. While current research on elite
Whatever. Elite
exercise will not
people, exercise. Yes. It's exercise. Something that you don't pay for, imaginary, something that you're moving through time, moving through real time is gonna shorten your lifespan. I know this for a fact. Everything that you don't do will extend your lifespan. Anything you do a lot of is gonna shorten your lifespan. That's what it's gonna do.
provide a sufficient benchmark to conclude short of capturing the.
You know, all these marathon runners, they all died young. Want to know why? Because they were trying to extend their lifespan by doing marathons and they died. There's the test.
The potential of targeted stating facts. No one knows how far somebody can go.
We do know.
If they maintain the capacity to train youthfully.
Whatever.
We all have.
So if someone can maintain 90, if I can keep this up, prove the status quo.
Man, I'm out of here. This guy's ridiculous. I'll see you in the next one. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. He's so wrong on so many basis. You can convince yourself in La La Land that, you know, there's a guy in the sky, a pie in the sky, and you're going to be going there and whatever, doing a bunch of weird things. Convince yourself, trick yourself, make up a bunch of stuff, fabricate a bunch of crazy things. The proof is in the pudding, okay? It's just like the vegan compilations. It doesn't work. That's why they're all dying. And then you get people like him trying to convince you that exercise, there's nothing out there. We don't know. It extends your lifespan, does all these things. He's imagining things. It's crazy. He just wants likes and subscribe his channel, and he will bring you to your death. He's the Pied Piper, and you're going to follow him like the mice, and you're going to all fall off the cliff like him. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, man. I don't have nothing to do with this. See you in the next one. I don't like any of this stuff.